Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials. In this video, we are going to be covering weekly therapy number 44, or I guess routine therapy number 4 or number 3, I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, this would be number 4 for if you were going off the routines, but of the overall weeklies, it's number 44, and that is dual objective. So as you can see here in the selections, we have dual objectives. And you must complete 2 random secondary objectives. So not only do you have 2 random secondary objectives, it's also mandatory that you complete both of them to get to be able to even hit the button and complete the trial. Now, those of you who've been watching my channel for a long time, you might know that I usually, or at least in the past, have done one video for each trial in these events. But last week, when we had confinement, I switched it up and I did the entire event in one video, or the entire weekly. But I hadn't even planned that. Like, I did record 9 separate videos, but I'm going to be doing the same thing this week with the idea of it in mind. So like, I don't have to record an intro every trial. I can just switch between them. The other one, or last week, I just cut out the intros from the beginning. So let me know what you guys think about that. It seemed like most people liked it, but some people were like, could go either way, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that for this one. It just makes it easier for me because I have to making 9 thumbnails and doing 9 renders and all that stuff per week was getting a little bit annoying, and I think this is a nicer way just to not have to worry about all that annoying stuff too much and just record and make the make the one video for these. And I'll still be having normal stuff. Like I'll probably do the same thing for events. I mean, it was different back when there could possibly be like 3 trials for a weekly, when there was like, it wasn't the standardized version it is now. But anyway, enough yapping about that. We have dual objectives, and we do have main trials this week. So kill the Snitch, Pervert the Futterman, Pleasure the Prosecutor, and chill the Politician on the shopping mall. We have those 4, and then foster orphans, destroy the evidence, incinerate the toys, stash contraband, and spread the disease. So pretty nice trial list, honestly. I'm glad to see Kill the Snitch because I never get to play that since it's not an escalation, so that should be pretty fun. And yeah, as far as the variators, like I said, we have dual objectives, 2 random, and then mandatory secondary objective. Additionally, we have increased threat 2, limited items 2, and psychosurgery. So that's the only time I'm going to go over the variators. I don't have to go over those before every trial as well. And then as far as tasks, this one does have some cute tasks as well. Let me just claim these things that I did. I looked through these already, but they're pretty nice. There's complete both secondary objectives within 2 minutes of each other, which is pretty cool. Use X-ray for 60 seconds, so I'll be bringing X-ray maybe on some of the MKs or something. I don't really know. Progress the secondary objective 30 times, so just basically do it. And then complete a secondary objective within 3 minutes of the trial starting. That's probably my favorite task of the list here. That's a pretty cool one. And you'd hope to get like the radio broadcast or the television broadcast, which is a one and done thing, and try and find it quickly for that. Most likely would be doable more easily on one of the MKs as well. Probably like Foster the Orphans would be best for that, if you're just trying to go for it. But we could get lucky and do it on any trial, so maybe that'll happen. But yeah, we're going to start off with Kill the Snitch. I'm going to be bringing Blind for this probably. I do have to go buy Blind and X-ray and stuff from Noakes, so I'll be doing that. And then as far as amps, I mean, there's no real special amp setup that's going to be ideal here, so I'll probably just stick with Lockbreaker, and do I want Smash or Evasive? I don't really know. I'll probably take Smash, and then we'll go with Incognito for the mains and boosted for the... I'm not really looking to switch things up a whole ton with amps because there's just not a whole lot of interesting selection to be had, especially when you're going for A+. Like things like Last Chance Self-Revive are obviously good, especially in escalation. But when I'm going for A+, and I don't plan on taking damage if I'm doing things successfully, that really limits your amp selection. That is not just completely useless. Things like Bandage Expert are also not terrible. But yeah, anyway, enough yapping about that. We've got Blind, we've got X-Ray, we've got our amps. I'll see you guys at Kill the Snitch. Alright, so we're pulling up here to Kill the Snitch, and yeah, should be a fun time. We've got, like I said, Blind, Lockbreaker, Smash, Incognito. That's the setup. And let's get into the trial here, see how we can do. Just earlier today, actually, or well, I guess it was technically yesterday at this point, since it's kind of early morning. I had a bit of a weird sleep schedule situation today. Okay, that worked out. Oh, there's a bouncer under there. Red Barrel's officially announced the next event that's coming up on Tuesday. So once this weekly of dual objectives ends. Also, what did I get, by the way? Schematics and organ samples. Okay, not too bad. Schematics used to be hard, but nowadays I don't have as much trouble with them. Also, don't forget, of course, to smash the like button down below and subscribe. You don't want to miss any videos coming from me, especially now that we have this event coming up. It's called Deep Burn, a really cool name for an event, and it's going to be like based around fire. There's like fire turrets, like kind of like the ones in the Grind the Bad Apples tunnels. There's those fire turrets. Seems like they're just going to be around. There might be fire mines on the floor based on what we've seen in some of the trailers. Pitcher was involved, so it's going to be all sorts of fire-related things. And again, the event is called Deep Burn. Sounds really cool. Starts on Tuesday the 9th. So I'll probably be streaming in the morning when that comes out. And then, you know, I'll of course make a patch review. Is that door always yellow? I thought that door was like blue. But hey, maybe I'm an idiot. Probably. Anyway. Yeah. It looks really cool, and people have speculated, based on what we've seen in the trailers so far, that there's probably going to be an MK on downtown and an MK on suburbs that's going to be coming with this update. Unfortunately, no MK yet for shopping malls, so I guess we're going to have to wait till the Halloween event for that, which is a shame. I would have liked to have some more Crest Twins to be messing around with, but still, I'm looking forward to the event for sure. And seeing what things they change. I really hope they fix the secondary objective bug in escalation. That's been really annoying for me, where you complete the secondary and you don't get the actual reward of a second item to pick. That would be nice to see fixed. And then I'm not sure, I wonder if they'll do any like balancing tweaks or anything like that to escalation. We currently don't have deface the Futtermans or eliminate the past in the rotation. Maybe they'll add those back in. Who knows? We've got plenty of things to see, you know. And then of course there's always the potential for balancing changes, like with rigs or amps. Although they haven't really done that a ton recently. When was the last time they did a balancing pass on rigs or amps? I don't really remember. It seems like it's been a little bit, but I could be misremembering or like forgetting small patch notes here and there. Yeah, I figured I would set that screamer off while whoever was coming out there would not be an annoyance. Okay. This guy is actually in the way of an organ sample, so I will hit him with that. But yeah, I assume that for people who don't play Escalation, this is going to be a cool weekly because they're going to get to do these secondaries that they probably don't normally do. I assume most people who don't play Escalation don't also play like secondaries randomly doing, or like, sorry, not secondaries. Where's the generator? I guess it's out in the main area. Oh, we have secret room here. Nice. I'll get that working. Anyway, what was I saying? I assume that people who don't play Escalation aren't randomly playing, aren't randomly play. I can't even speak. I keep interrupting myself. Aren't randomly playing customs with different secondary objectives added in. So this will probably be like a cool experience for those types of people. After I finally was able to say all the words in the sentence, congrats to me. Okay, here it is. We can get ourselves some little boosters here and there. You know, I might just... We don't really need the master key because I have a brick, which is funny to think about. I'd like to keep this for maybe the push, so I won't use it just yet. But let's get this going. I also wonder if they're going to nerf anything with like crouch jumping or stuff. I mean, I know they nerfed that with Season 4, but I don't know if they'll make any additional tweaks. This is a bad generator spawn. Okay, he doesn't hear this, thankfully. Fill that whole thing up. I do hear this organ sample, but that's a little bit risky to go for. I'll probably just use a blind here. There's a rig recharger in the secret room that I didn't grab. Okay. pushers here as well. Yeah, see, like Coil saying that, and I mean, playing against Coil in general, Coil doesn't have that voice line. That was like, I kind of got like nostalgia for that voice line almost from playing Kill the Snitch, you know, the Let It Shine voice line. I don't think he normally says that elsewhere, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where the Berserker went. Problem is, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, that worked out as I'd hoped it would, with the Berserker making it in time before Coil. There goes the pusher. And then we can just wait for Coil to path away and make our way out of here. Nice. No schematics yet, but I haven't looked too closely for them. I guess we could come back down into the basement if we really need to, but hopefully we can find 3 elsewhere. Yeah, there we have the basement all done. Let's head back to the Snitch. Get him pushed. But yeah, if you haven't done the new Rebirth, maybe you haven't seen this mandatory secondary objective stuff, there's actually an additional little cage over the button that moves away when you complete the secondaries. Which I find pretty cool. Now usually the giant won't come out into the hallway unless they hear you. He did hear me there, so that's unfortunate. Might be able to hide before he can get a good sight line on me. Are you gonna search that barrel, I guess? Oh no.
It's silly, but it's sweet.
Is he gonna...
Maybe. Fucking kill you.
Alright. That was interesting. Stop him from rolling backwards.
I knew what's gonna happen. I've been in your shoes. You don't have to do this.
There we go. Someone coming out to join the party. Is that Jaeger? It is. And you know, I may just quickly scamper on down to the basement. To, well, it's a little bit awkward. I guess I'll just go this way. I could have just hit her in the face with the brick and ran by, but I'd like to keep my brick. And, yeah, I mean, I guess that's basically the reason. But yeah, we can lose the Jaeger by going down into the basement because she can't get down there and she will just leave. And that means she'll be gone for the rest of the trial. I can also do that. I guess I had no real reason to do that. I wasn't going to take it, but now we know it's there at least. And I can upgrade my brick to a normal one again if I find one. Alright, so we just gotta wait here for a couple seconds and she'll figure out that we're not accessible anymore and we'll leave. Yeah, also it might be a little bit annoying, although I guess since we're in single player, the secondaries are reduced, so we will only have 3 televisions. I was just thinking it could be a little bit annoying if we get televisions on one of these, because throwables can be hard to come by sometimes on the limited items. Alright, so she should be gone. We have the key. Let's get started with the main part of the trial. Good old Kill the Snitch. I do miss doing this trial. I hope at some point it does come back to escalation. I mean, fixed or not, I would rather it be in than not, even if it's bugged occasionally. Did he not even... Wow, he's slow. Of course, a rest in peace to the good old days when we were able to trap this guy in the cage over there. Red Bros added in a they added in a X-pop insertion gate into that area to stop that little cheese. which I'm still sad about, but reasonable to want that not to happen when it's kind of a weird exploit. We can grab our last organ sample here. Still need 3 schematics, so keep an eye out for those. Or you know, it's more you kind of have to do more than keep an eye out. You kind of have to actively look for them. In my experience, for some reason, I guess I'm just that washed. I didn't even check the key. Club is the one. And where else? Okay, let's just keep going. We got club, we've got spade. Nice having smash. I'm not very used to it these days. So I usually use evasive in escalation. I'm actually recording this shortly after Kotz and I completed the 100 escalation no loadout, which I also didn't have smash for, of course. But yeah, shout out to that. Check out the VODs if you haven't seen that or weren't there for the stream. It was really fun. And we did successfully make it to 100 with no loadout. Alright, let's see. Ooh, pitcher. Okay. I'll go ahead and open this. And we know that the last key is I, so I can kind of not have to worry about it. And yeah, that was the second key, so the only key we're looking for over here is I. And then the club key will be back over by admin somewhere, or probably something like that. Fire. There's bound to be a schematic somewhere, maybe even on one of these shelves. Got batteries, that's for sure. Could be one in the lab as well. I'll check there. There's one. Nice. Could be one out back. You kind of start to get a feel for where schematics could be. And it's also partially, it's very similar to where evidence documents will spawn, if not the same spawning locations, or potential spawning locations. Hey, we got some daily task completion going on. So if you see evidence anywhere, you can just like kind of make a mental note, like if I need a schematic, it might be there. I have the I key. Now we just need to go back to admin and look for club. Let me check here for a schematic. No dice. Have I been? Did I go into the infirmary? Yeah, it says cafeteria here, but that's all the way down the other end. Oh, there's oftentimes one here. There's one there a lot on like released prisoners, if you have schematics. Not a very common situation for most people, I'm sure, but hey, maybe you'll think of that at some point and it'll save you on the secondary objective. Anyway, let's head over to admin and look for this key. I'm just gonna smash the window here. I think I heard... I'm not sure who I heard walking around. I'm looking for a schematic on one of these. Could be in one of the small rooms as well. This guy. Could be ones like in here. No. Or this room, although that is... Wait, there's a key in there? I didn't even know there could be a key corpse in there. I don't know if I've ever seen one in there before. Huh. That was quite surprising. Actually, didn't we see club like right outside of here? Okay, this is annoying. I don't know why I feel like we actually did see that already, and that's why I had wanted to go check, or that's what reminded me to go check for the, you know, for the, which ones we got. I'm looking for schematics at this moment, to be honest. I can check this bathroom. Should be in here. Of course, we got the yapping guards as always. Yeah, could be on one of these counters. I always forget that the whole police station has these slight differences on Kill the Snitch mainly, and then like on other trials, they're mostly similar. There we go. Just need one more of these, and to be honest, nowhere immediately comes to mind except for the basement that I haven't at least peeked into. It's gonna be pusher. Maybe outside, actually, outside, like on the back of the moving truck or whatever. That's a pretty good potential spot. Okay, hello. Yeah, is that club right there? I feel like, I don't know why I feel like it is.
Can't go 2 fucking minutes.
Did I actually see that earlier? I don't know. I'm probably just tripping in either respect. That is probably true. Is this guy just gonna search every hiding spot in this area? What are you doing, bro? And we still have the pusher behind us here. He's literally is. Did you just search a locker too? What is this guy's problem? He's just walking laps searching the hiding spots in this area. What is your deal? You just searched that barrel. He searched the barrel, searched the desk, searched the locker. Hey, get the hell out of here, you freak. Oh my god, he's gonna turn around, isn't he? Okay, thank goodness. We've got all the keys, we are good. Let's check this place I mentioned. I was thinking right there. That's like a spot you'll find evidence. But it looks like incorrect. Maybe interrogation could have one. Seems like a decent potential. Got the picture, annoyingly. Or like, yeah, one of these side rooms. There we go, nice. So, we've got the secondary done, which is, of course, mandatory, the main shtick of this routine, this weekly, so we can now complete the trial as normal. Uh-oh. Okay, he is just an actual moron throwing that. Yeah, throw the Molotov at the spot I was at like 5 minutes ago, dog. That was clean. Okay, I'm gonna use this. And then just go through here. And maybe we can get some free pushing in while he goes and checks out that noise.
I'll do anything you want.
And we do have the booster for later part. I'm gonna try and do the... Do this classic thing that doesn't seem like it should work, but it does. Like he saw, I don't know what about that spot gets him caught up, but he just loses you there. It's very odd. I think he like gets out of his range of where he wants to be. And so he gives up, and that like has an animation. And that's why he ends up being in there for so long and being so slow. That's just my theory. Picture. He was like trying to leave through there. And that's why he was running like that. Thankfully I closed the door on him. Should pretty quickly give up and leave. Did he go to a different EIG, I guess? Okay, he's going in there. Let's stop. I'm just grabbing it to stop the slide. Made a noise. I'm not really very up to date with how this giant behaves, to be frank, because this is something during most of my Kill the Snitch runs prior to now, I did trap him. I haven't done very many since they patched it, but seems he got a little bit confused there in the infirmary, and that was enough to get our pushing finished. Just want to make sure that I can get him pushed and place my blind without him interfering now. Okay, I assume that should be good. Of course, good old blind is going to help you out a ton on this trial. You just place it right here on top of the thing you're going to pull. And then make sure you don't get the giant behind. Oh, is this actually going to be enough? They were quick. They're not usually that quick. Maybe we just gotta believe. Just believe. Just believe. Just have faith. Just believe and have faith in the blind. You gotta love the blind smoke. Okay, we should be able to not deal with that guy. And that should be it. And as you can see, there's that little extra... I'll throw that. There's that little extra cage that is not on the button. I guess I should have shown it at the beginning of the trial. But it covers up the button. And then the other cage that hides the button is the one that's like, yeah, that one. So, I don't know. Pretty cool. But yeah, that's it. Blind showing its true power on those main objectives, as always. And that's it. 8 plus 22 minutes, 12 seconds, Kill the Snitch, dual objective, psychosurgery here. Not the fastest time, but I was kind of chilling, just talking about the upcoming Deep Burn event and stuff. And we did manage the flawless, so that's also nice. And yeah, just always, always fun to do that trial, or any of the ones that I don't get to do very often, because they're not in escalation. So yeah, fun completion. We've got 3 more main trials to do, so I'll see you guys for the next one. All right, trial number 2, we've got Pervert the Futterman, and I will probably stick with this loadout, to be honest, Lockpicker, Smash, Incognito. So we'll just jump in, see what we can do. Pervert the Futterman, not the worst trial to be doing in solo, in my opinion. It's in groups that this one really sucks, because you have to do 2A and 2B boxes, which I don't like. We've got gifts, 5 gifts from Winter Kills originally, of course, and then the 3 standard posters. Okay, thankfully no noise means we aren't getting heard and don't have to wait out the grunt. And we do already have a handy dandy box to place on the conveyor. Hopefully this one goes smoothly. I like blind for this trial as well, for the cranking portion and also the ending where you're pumping. Both spots, it can be very nice. Get ourselves a gift. Gifts were actually the very first alternative secondary objective. Of course, we originally had posters. Everyone knows about posters. Still have posters. But after that, the first new secondary was from Winter Kills. Geister was the first real special, holiday event type thing, or special event in general. Unless you count Program Omega, which was Stay Together, but I don't think most people count that. That was like a separate thing. So Geister was like the first special event, but Geister did not have a secondary objective replacer until its second iteration, which was actually just about a year ago now. That was when Geister 2.0 was launched, and that came with the organ samples, which we had in the last trial, of course. A little bit annoying to have the picture come out in this section. Annoying to have the picture come out in any section, but this one in particular, because it's so small. But, little secret tip for you. If you look through this window back here, you can actually see into a room that is in the basement where you do the pumping and valve section. And that is one of the possible secret rooms, literally right there. And if it is the secret room, it'll be lit up and you'll see the boxes with all the stuff in them. So you can know whether it's worth looking for the secret room elsewhere or not. Because you can only know if it's at the worst possible spawn at the very end. But there we go. We've given our friend the boxes. Let's pause that to make it a little less ear-destroying. But yeah, gifts were the original secondary swap when Winter Kills came out in early access for the first time. And it was pretty cool. It was cool to have a new secondary for the first time that was different from the posters. And it also helped, you know, in being enjoyable by virtue of the fact that it was far easier than posters. Gifts is, in my opinion, at least, and I think most people would agree, is the easiest secondary. Well, oh well, we have a very early secret room. Very nice. Is it around the corner? Yeah. I take that back a little bit. I mean, the radio broadcast is arguably the easiest, but it's kind of a matter of opinion, I guess. Gifts is the easiest, like, standard secondary objective. I would say things like the radio and TV broadcasts are a little bit non-standard since there's only one always. Yeah, I think there's a pretty good setup of items here. This guy's gonna be annoying. I'll just lure him around this desk, I suppose. Hopefully, I think we had a poster back there, but we'll have to come back for it. Hopefully he doesn't get in here before we're able to smash the button. Don't forget, smash like, of course. I'll probably still mention that on every trial if I remember to, even though it's all in the one video. It's a bit of a meme at this point. There's a poster there. But we're going to quickly get our key first. We just need one more gift to be done. And there it is. We'll give Gooseberry a sec to go somewhere else. Oh, she can see me here?
I don't like this.
What?
I don't like this at all.
Why can she see me right there? That's odd.
It's supposed to be.
It's interesting, like, just thinking about it, like, a situation like that, like, before Season 3, when I did a ton of videos before Season 3, obviously, for all the events and weeklies. But, like, that sort of situation, it would just be completely fried, and I would think it would be, like, I was doomed. Like, just running down, putting the key in, there's no problem with now, because you can just do a hit juke. It's just kind of interesting to think about, how you can change your approach to the game as you... Oh my god, I did not expect you to turn like that. What the hell is another picture doing here, bro?
Poor child.
You dumb cow. Now the picture's gonna be in this annoying spot for me to check my box, of course. Don't want to take too many chances with him. As I say that, I literally take a chance by walking out like that, but he also stopped in an extremely odd spot, I would argue.
Careful.
I'm gonna check. A53 is what we're looking for. No. Not sure if that was Gooseberry or the pitcher who heard that. Also, a great thing about the boxes, of course, is they make that nice little jingle when you pick them up. Nice little Christmas jingle noise, which really just improves your day just a little bit each time. I'm sure you'd agree. Alright, so Gooseberry was up there. We've got our box on the conveyor. Hopefully we should be good to just post up right here and hide. And grab our box to get the rest of the trial available. One of the most annoying things you can get happening in this area is Jaeger. Okay, I think we're good. I think we can do this. Posters there we can grab. Use the handy dandy pillar to block her vision of us. Wow, and it saved us from the picture. Okay, got the poster. Gooseberry's going on a speculative adventure. Okay, B330. We've got B330 and C530. You have a spare recharger there later if we need it. If I see a brick, I'll certainly swap out my master key for that. Maintenance is always nice because it's literally right here. And we can quickly grab. And you know, why bother using this alarm door when you can so easily get around? This one it makes more sense to use. Design. Which I think is through here, isn't it? Glass there. The design is right there. Unfortunately, Night Hunter also in design. So I might just... Oh, and Henrietta coming out. Right there. That's cool. Here we have our third poster, so... Secondary done. The main trials that the secondary is going to be impactful on, you would think, is main trials, of course. Because, like, depending on the secondaries you get, but I guess it's more so an issue in groups sometimes with things like the boxes and having so many of those needed. Sometimes the secondary can be more of an effort than the actual trial objective. Although, to be honest, the trials that we've got for like the MKs are actually some pretty, you know, some of the more substantial ones, like spread and destroy the evidence and stuff like that. Stash the contrabands in there as well. I think the only like easy one was foster the orphans. Ooh. Load up our boxes and hope that Henrietta doesn't get in our way when we're trying to grab them, which she probably will, to be frank. Yeah, this is reeking of bad timing. Let me just try and lap around here. Okay. It was close, but thankfully we were good. We still do need to go and get the other key from design. With the C box as well. And we're gonna do C the normal way. There is, you know, allegedly another way to do C skip. That was the. Oh, okay. It's annoying. But I'm sure that will get patched as well. And to be clear, I know how to do it and where it is. So no need to tell me, but I've refrained from doing this this new version to you know, avoid being too used to it. Gotta get back into the mindset of C-Box being rather annoying. Night Hunter is still here. He's just posted up in design. Nice. Screw you, Night Hunter, you camper. You're not gonna watch nothing. Extra poster, we don't care. Just need to go get that C box now. We have all our keys. Don't care about the extra poster, but we'll always grab the extra gift just for that little jingle. Always worth the momentary pit stop. That being said, poster sitting right there and taunting us. I can't not grab it. Okay. Is the box? Okay, it's down there. I don't want to get spotted and chased by Gooseberry or whoever just spawned in. Probably Pusher. Gooseberry's like down there wandering around. But yes, we wait for the box to come around. And we are in good shape. Just hope we don't land on Gooseberry's head somehow. What did I just say?
Hiding from Mother only makes things worse.
Check it out. The Gooseberry.
Well, that was close, but thankfully she didn't hear or notice us, which I hardly believe. Okay. Should give us more than enough space and time to open this. Get the C box underneath. And just insert our keys, and then we'll be in the clear to get cranking. Usually just head over here and hop in a hiding spot. We'll actually throw down the blind as well. I don't actually know where Gooseberry is, but I heard her breathing like a crazy person.
What do you think, Dr.
Okay. Hiding spots with their larger than they should be box, ping and hit boxes, always getting in my way of pinging stuff. But yes, our good friend getting the business, and I think that was actually Gooseberry leaving. And of course we have Pitcher, which is incredibly annoying, but he is actually going upstairs, so that is... Well, it's going over there, which is a dead end. I hope this is still good enough. Turns out I did not want to do that. Will he jump this? Surely not, right? No. Okay, didn't even need anywhere near... Like, we didn't even need the blind at all. The giant wasn't even close to coming out in time. And we are thankfully in the clear from the pitcher as well. I will pre-set up the blind here, since we've got to wait a little bit of time anyway for bro to get here. Okay, nobody heard that, thankfully. Alright. Gotta find the valve, of course. Which has quite the serpentine route, it seems. Might be a good spawn over here in the corner. Why are you like this? What do you gain from being an asshole? Of course, I hit him with the door. I think this is actually, yeah, oh yeah, we got the ideal valve as far as not being detected. Deep in this side. If you didn't know, you only actually need 2 turns, especially if you have this close of a spawn. That is actually enough to pump all the way. Especially if you do this cancel tech to speed it up. And we have our blind to protect us from Gooseberry, keep us in the smoke, keep us safe, and there we have it. Not the ideal time to stop and grab an evidence. Okay, let's get her to swing on us to give us the time to smash the button. And then we just run around the car. There you have it. Nice and simple. Ending to that trial. Used to struggle a lot with that before I had any strats, but now it's really no problem. A plus 18 minutes, 58 seconds worth of fun and dual objective psychosurgery here. Not the worst time. Getting it in under 20 minutes is usually fairly okay. And again, we had the flawless, so I will take that. Surprised, honestly, that Kill the Snitch took me longer, although I guess I spent quite a while just searching for schematics. But yeah, that's that completed. I don't actually know what we have next. I assume it's a Franco trial, but I'm not sure what it is. Is it pleasure? Do we have pleasure? I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys for the next one. Alright, so we do have pleasure, so that is what's up next here. And honestly, for pleasure, I'll probably just stick to stun. Actually, maybe we go with backpack on this one. Kind of switch that up a little bit. It's nice to have the extra inventory for the zapper. Let's jump into the trial and see what we can do. What are our secondaries this time? We've got rats and radio broadcast. Okay. Hopefully this goes well. I've taken to going through the middle train these days to potentially avoid more crackheads and pouncers that have been griefing my starts in this trial as of late. Seems to be a bit more safe. It seems we have the tickets over here, which is the, well, it's my preferred one at least. It's easier on this side in my opinion. Bigger area, less spots to get BS'd. And of course the rats, originating from the Toxic Shock event, are a pretty cool little secondary objective. Similar to gifts, but not as easy to find. Although they do make a little noise, a little squeaking noise that gifts, of course, do not make. So that helps. Okay, yeah, well, having Henrietta come out at this time is pretty cringe, I'm not gonna lie. Although if we can get through this and get into the theater, she'll be despawned, but it'll be annoying to do with her on my cheeks the entire time, obviously. Alright, well, we got all the levers hit, which is mostly the hardest part. Might be a stun and gun type situation on the guy if we have to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stun. Save me the potential pain and suffering. And then we'll just get the hell out of here. So that gets rid of Henrietta for the trial, at the very least. Could have been messy, but just gotta stay calm, chill, and deal with her. Potential secret room there, of course. No luck for us on this iteration. Don't forget to smash that like button, folks. Let's get this thing started. Calm down, bro. Alright, we got a brick. Franco with a very slow reaction there.
Half a fuck's worse than no fuck at all. My goddamn guest didn't goddamn finish.
Okay, Franco.
You're gonna pray for death, and you're gonna get it.
Classic. Yeah, a little hard to complete a secondary in 3 minutes on this trial unless you get the radio like outside or something. Let's get our mannequins into the dumpster. The dumpster with you, you horny mannequins. You sick freaks. I want with you in the dumpster. See you later. Alright. Give me that. I guess I'll take the tracker for now because why not? Got nothing else to hold. Oh, that's annoying. Pusher, please? Okay, good. We can at least not have to worry about getting sniped by a Molotov. By the pusher. Okay. Let's head upstairs. Keep an eye out for some more rats. Sounds like that's back in the main area there. Cool.
Be cool, bitch. Be cool.
I'm cool. Are you cool? Leave.
Slow down.
Goodbye. Okay. That guy's over there. We'll head into the back. We got lights in the front, so both of these are still dark in the back here, which is nice. He's searching the bathroom, maybe? Oh, wow, we got both of our lovers up front, but he's definitely looking for me way back there somewhere. Honk. And I did see that, although I did swap off of Lockbreaker. I'm now being sadly reminded. And there is the picture now. Wasting no time at all. He's gonna go smash that window. Curious behavior from this grunt.
Completed.
Oh, that's a rough laser trap right there. Quite large. But yes, back to the theater with you. Usually like to go out. Oh, uh-oh. Yo, what? How is he hitting me there? Through that? That makes no sense. I thought I was safe hiding there for a sec. Well, that sucks. Rip the flawless. Franco's just gonna be bullshit a lot of the time, especially at that section where there's limited access to the map and you can just be around there and BS you. Looks like our guy is gonna be over here somewhere, behind the bus, I guess. Or a trolley or whatever. Wasn't gonna use the bricks or the brick here, but then I saw there was a brick on the floor. I'm fucking up. You know why I took damage there, right? I'm just too used to them having 3 hits on in a group. That's so sad. Well, 2 damage now, so we're in pretty garbage shape as far as grade. Well, this is Moon, so this must go to Motel, I guess. This guy's somewhere in the front of the theater. There he is. And so I assume the last one is in the dark, where we need the brick the least. Okay, I was not expecting him to go that way at all. Upstairs? Or no, that's just up to the dark area. Obviously. That's where the nearest one is, I assume. Patch myself up from that unfortunate hit again. I'll just head into the dark area. I don't know, the one for Irish Pub is annoying a lot of the time. So let's just go back here and do this one. We've got... Wait. Oh, do we have garage, pub, and motel, I guess? I made an incorrect assumption. Based on, I mean, I didn't look at the garage, I guess. I was just assuming.
Look at that. Thanks, Bob.
I have no idea how that witness saw me. That was like enraged witness levels of reaction. But whatever. Franco saw me as well, so maybe I was more exposed than I thought out on that ledge. We have the radio I can hear. And we have that guy to finish off. And the secret room. Very nice. Interesting. Grab these. And I will swap out my tracker. Wow. He is very close beneath us, I guess. Brother. Since we don't have the tracker, I'm just gonna take the nuclear approach with this guy. Not have to worry about chasing him down. And so since we know where the radio is, I'm gonna just find these last 2 rats and then go hit the radio to get that one task done of completing both secondaries within, I think it's 3 minutes of each other. We do have the garage here, which I don't really like. Open up the doors. I'm not actually trying to start I guess I could just start it, I don't know. kind of trying to do that rats thing, but the rats seem to be stubbornly hiding. This is good. Hello? Okay. Okay, game. Totally not cheating at all. And of course we have the pitcher here to be annoying as shit at the exact time. There we go. We just need one more rat as well, of course. It's just so stupid. He walks directly at you constantly. There we go. What is bro doing? Okay, sure. Wow. It's literally just behaving like a maniac, making no sense. But we got out of there somehow. Fuck.
What's the fucking soup?
Bro, the sound around that bus, or around the I don't know why I keep calling it a bus. I'm a moron. Sorry. But the sound around it is like so fried. I panicked because I thought he was on my cheeks, but like physically I know that that's not how, he couldn't have been there. Whatever. That's why we brought Stun, for Franco and his bullshit. But yeah, we got that one delivered. I'm just gonna head to the motel. I don't know why I'm still thinking I have to go into the dark area. Check laundry for a rat, and then get the radio and to get that thing done. Gotta be a rat here somewhere. Come on. Boy, 3 bottles in this one little room and no rat? Are we serious? There it is. Alright, so rat's done. And then quickly run across the street and bonk the radio. And there we have complete both secondary objectives. Oh, it's 2 minutes, not 3 minutes. Oh, the other one is 3 minutes, within 3 minutes of the trial starting, right? But yeah, that's cool. And we're, of course, now free and clear to complete the trial when we get done with the rest of it here. See if we have the nice little under sink spot. We do. You'll love to see it. Open this up. Yeah, this little spot is nice to hide in this capture point. And we got a good lever in the other room. Don't have to go over into the area with all the beds. And then if we're really lucky, we'll get this one as the second one. Because then we can just chill here the entire time. And this giant will be none the wiser. Of course, we have someone coming out. And of course, it's Pitcher again. Because only the Pitcher will come out on these fucking capture points. Okay, we did not get lucky with the double god lever. But we can still hide like under here. And actually, nicely enough, this area is in the dark. Don't search under this bed, though. You can search that bed, not this bed. Thanks. Okay, hopefully they'll go into the bathroom and we can just grab the mannequin and be on our merry way. Or you're just gonna turn around completely inexplicably. I think the can't freaking speak. I'm making a break for it. I think the pitcher was upstairs in the motel above us there. That was a little scary in terms of what I was hearing. Franco is right there. I'm gonna leave that and go and do the Irish pub now. That's incredibly annoying. Okay. And of course, Franco has somehow come around, getting rid of you. Alright, start this one up. Nice to have any and all routes available for escape if need be. And I do like to do this often, but you gotta be careful since sometimes the game will put a trap directly under where you... It's so bullshit when that happens. Like, I'm clearly crouched, I go under the part where you're supposed to crouch under, and my head somehow hits it. Sure. And now make sure you turn around immediately after walking up the stairs. Alright. My cynical disposition has made me look foolish. For once. See me? Who do you think that is, guys? Is it gonna be the pitcher again? I am shocked. Doing a capture point and the pitcher comes out for the third time in a row? I cannot believe. He did leave immediately, but still. I stay salty about it. I'm not trying to risk her randomly ending that animation and like walking at me or something stupid. Okay. And then where did we leave the other one? I think it was on the other side of this gate, right? Because Franco was there. So we can just open this and go grab it. Yes, indeed. And then we'll be on to the finale, which I'm not super used to doing, hitting the buttons at least, because I'm normally distracting Franco during my group escalation runs at this part. But I am a big fan of the slow and steady approach in this particular case. Just chilling in the corner over there. Unfortunately, we didn't get the hiding spot, so if Pitcher comes, we'll be in trouble. But yeah. Well, let's do this. Yellow and red. Let me hop into this corner and post up. We have YRG, the classic.
Watch your ass.
We're probably gonna need to wait out another cycle. Oh, he's closing the door, which is nice. There we go. And G R B Y. Of course, it's the picture again. Like, do we have more pictures? I don't understand. G R B Y is what we have. Fuck off, picture. Yeah, can't wait to have him constantly in Deep Burn. Love this guy. Yeah, go back in, please. I would love for you to. Not sure where Franco is either. That is GRBY. There's Franco. Going to sniff the floor, probably. Oh no, he's just heading into the back. He doesn't usually go very deep back there. He'll come back out pretty quickly. Doesn't give you a window for the most part.
Careful. Italians and spiders. You gotta be careful of the little ones.
Okay, Franco. Can you go through your fun door, please? Do you go upstairs? No, you went out there. I felt comfortable doing the one button press there. Like when he goes out there, he doesn't go very far, but yeah. We were safe to do that. Now we just have to do RBY and it won't cycle on us anymore. To mess and you know, we won't be able to get like a bad timing where he will be leaving as it goes off. Yeah, here he goes. A little floor sniff. Very interesting. Alright, maybe he heads out the good way now, please. Yes. Okay, RBY is what we've got. And we finally have a pusher. R Y G R B. R Y G R B. And he's heading right back out. I'm just gonna hit this. Stop things. And we just have YGRB. I was mostly afraid of the pusher hearing it, but I don't think anybody did hear it. But still, better safe than sorry when we already have 2 damage demerits on us from the earlier BS. And it's YGRB to finish things off here.
Shit, careful.
Yeah, he just goes and stands there. Gets a little floor sniffing, maybe, and then comes back. Alright. Straight back to the good spot. And I'm also gonna lock this. He actually didn't go to a good spot there. Yeah, see? He came right around. He's right there. GRB. That's why it's important to ping him. That's pretty rare, I find. Like, usually he will go somewhere good. Okay, this is usually doable. I'm gonna get shot. My own fucking fault too, because I locked that door. That just blows massively. Well, don't forget to smash the button. Hopefully we still get an A+. I don't know. I'm not very confident. After that last stupid damage. Oh, we did. Thank God. A+, 30 minutes on the dot. What is the Prosecutor dual objective psychosurgery? There's just always going to be nonsense in this trial. I mean, the wide open areas with Franco, and then the ending can just be... It's just annoying because you just get impatient because there's so much waiting for him to just wander off. Unless you just like stack rig rechargers or do some nonsense. But whatever. We'll take the A+. It's pretty slow as well, but the worst is over now. The only main trial we have left is to go shopping. And then we're on to MKs, so it should be fun. I'll see you guys at the shopping mall. Alright, we are pulling up here to the shopping mall where we're going to be chilling with our good friend the politician. I guess I'm going to go with blind on this. I'm not really doing great on strategies on this trial. I'm sticking with backpack, smash, and incognito. And we have got rats and posters. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, I'm pretty, I guess, I don't know. I haven't played this trial a whole ton, so the ending strategy is still kind of non-existent for me. But we'll do our best here. I don't know if blind would be better or stun for the ending. Really? Hard to say, kind of. Like, it feels like... Oh, that's annoying. It feels like regardless, like, if you take blind, you take stun. By the time your stun or your blind goes off and then you go and try and start doing the acid, like, by the time you get anywhere, they're unstunned and it's like, you gotta go back. And run away again. I don't know. We'll see. But we got a poster there, which is nice. And we've got our second fuse to get out of here. This guy being annoying. The enemies are always pretty annoying in these fuse acquisition things because they immediately get spawned. Okay, game. That's good bait, I guess. They immediately get spawned out of the gates and then you have to wait for them to like wander in and do whatever. It sounded like the pusher, I think. We need to do this quickly to get out of here. Get out of this confined area and get started with the main parts of the trial here. I don't know why I just always gravitate towards going this way first, but looks like we have 2 fuses pretty quickly here. One in here and one over at... was that music or something? There we go. And who is on their way in here? This guy. Okay. I'm not sure if he'll jump over. Oh, that's where that pouncer is. So I don't want to be jumping over that myself then, given the pouncers are right there. But yeah, that's nice and easy. Quick extraction. You can grab a rig recharger here as well, which I will certainly not say no to. Put us in some pretty good shape. And yeah, just head over to musical instruments. Oh shit, what? Get the hell out of here, guy. He's not... Oh, or just comes through. Oh, he went through a... Okay, sure. Works for me. Can I go grab this fuse now? Thank you. So that's all good. We've got 2 out of 4 total that we need. Lockpick. Oh, okay, we can continue on. Staying in the back areas. Henrietta, yeah. Okay. Henrietta has arrived to annoy us. Rat, we need 2 more rats, 2 more posters. I'm just gonna head over and drop these off, I suppose. I'll just drop this here as well. Leave us more space for further item acquisition. I think the twins are nearby. Perhaps. Yep. Pizzeria is closed today. Very sad and depressing. Good thing about this map is it's very long. You know, lengthwise, the Jaeger will take a long time to get over here. Oh, this is actually one. It's kind of hard to see this area there. This shop still looks kind of dark, even when it's one of the ones you need, or one of the ones that has a fuse. Henrietta's finally showing up to the party. And given this guy's extraordinarily slow walk into the room, we're gonna have to wait for her. Pouncer in there. Whoops. And I will just put this fuse in and open up the department store. But still go grab, of course, the other fuse. There should be another one up here probably. Somewhere, yeah, here we go. Here in bookstore. Oh, that was a bit annoying. Grab that. And we are now good to go shopping at the department store. We are well equipped to acquire the most valuable boxes. I was not expecting her to just do a huge jump like that, but makes some sense. She should be leaving fairly soon, so hopefully it won't be a problem while we're shopping here. Okay. Let's find our valuable boxes. $10 box. Not too bad. $15 box is good. I want that 20, that big $20 box. That's 35 total. Ugh, garbage. F tier box. Well, that's not F tier, it's D tier. F tier is 2. Oh, nice. So just 3, any 3 of these, as long as we take the 20, will be good. So this is the 20.
Shit, careful.
I don't know what happened with that ping. Very strange. But yeah, it's always annoying doing this with these freaking boxes that take up so much space on your screen. I won't lie. Alright, let's drop that. We'll do this to make up the extra change in case we grab 2 $10 boxes. Whoa, that one was worth like $7.
How could somebody still be so low? I believe I hear somebody having a bit of trouble. It would be the
What are they doing?
to hell.
Okay, go that way, sure. No, I didn't throw a bottle across the store that you heard and reacted to. No, silly of me to think that that would have an effect on your behavior. Apart from a mild startling. What about this one? Seems that one did at least something. We can move towards the front with our next box. Alright. You just move so damn slow with these things, I get impatient. There you go. Oh, that was the 15. Wow, we got lucky there. We only need 2 big boxes plus the surprisingly valuable small box. Alright. Ticket has been delivered. Smash the like button. And now it's time to do some math. Everyone's favorite part. We're at 83, we need to be at 79, so that's -4 total. Should do it. Where to next? Oh, they're all upstairs. What the hell? Okay. Fair enough. Can this guy shut the hell up about salting the earth and whatever the hell? I find this announcer guy incredibly annoying in this trial. So plus 21 we're looking for here. Okay, this is annoying. I think I'm good to do this actually. That means this should be empty? Oh wait, is this not where our thing is? Wow, what the hell? An inaccessible bottle due to the RNG of the pipes that I got? Or the, yeah, valves, whatever. Nice that we just got 2 posters back to back. Finish that off. We just need 1 more rat. Of course, we have picture. Hey, we have secret room at least. And this needs +3 to meet the There we go. Secret room is open. Let us avail ourselves of its goodies. The rig recharger. Alright, very nice. This one was +3, so here we go. So I must have, oh there we go. Secondary is done. Mandatory completed. I think I need to go down and up the other side for this last one. For some reason I'm just not good at reading that map. It like I always get flipped around on it. Yeah, I guess so this side is the top of the map then. Alright. We're targeting 87. We need to go +17, so 8 and 9. Seems like this guy's gone further away than I thought. And there we go. Math quiz passed. And it's time to whip out the Super Soaker. Again, I don't know how well this works. As far as blind, I don't know. I guess I'll just set it up here.
Stop it, Otto!
Stop it, Otto!
Hear you.
They're so loud here.
Traitors, Judas! We'll split them from groin to chops. Alright, an election is a sacred institution.
We're gonna kill him.
We may need to help our little puppet more directly.
Alright. Let's see how we can do this time. I really do feel like, though, much more so than in other trials, that I am doing a large amount of improvisation here and hoping. I guess I got off a little bit prematurely there. I'm kind of just thinking to lure them back around to the mine again. Bro, I barely didn't get it. Yeah, like, see, like, this clearly works, but it also, I'm just using blind. Oh my god. Which is fine, but, like, this is very similar to... What the fuck? You know, I would call this very similar to how I used to do... Pleasure, the Pleasure Prosecutor finale, where I would just stack up a bunch of rig rechargers and use them, you know, a bunch of stuns. I mean, I didn't do that all the time or even very often, but I did do it because I didn't know really a good strategy. So, well, that works. It's not my ideal, and I would like to figure things out that are better at some point. If you guys have any tips for that finale, let me know in the comments. Not that it went poorly or anything, but again, just leveraging that rig as much as possible. is what I'm doing there. 8 plus 16 minutes, 30 seconds, chilling with the politician on dual objectives in psychosurgery here. And did we actually? Yeah, I guess we got the flawless there. I wasn't sure if I messed up somewhere and forgot, but not this time. We managed it. And that's it for the full trials. We have 5 MKs next, which is going to start with Foster the Orphans. So hopefully we can get the sub 3 minute secondary completion task done during that. I'll see you guys there. Alright, pulling up on the orphanage here. We're going to be jumping into Foster. And hopefully we get some good stuff. I swapped to X-Ray with Noise Reduction Smash. And I actually should have swapped to Boosted. Okay, we have the boxes and posters. So actually, if we get lucky and just find a box here at the start, we could be in good shape. Just 4 or 3 posters. It is just the one box, though. I'm not sure if we'll be able to find one in the lobby, to be frank with you. We could find another poster, that would be good as well, but might not be in great shape to get this done here, depending on luck, but I'll head straight for the pool. Let's throw on the X-ray, maybe that will point something out to us. There's poster, and there's poster, so there we go. That should do it. Progress the secondary objective 30 times as well, and boom. Oh wait, you gotta complete the whole thing? Okay. That's actually harder than I thought. Oh, hi. Hello, Goose. And so we need to find a box quickly and get it back, which I have my doubts is going to be doable at this point. We could check for the bathroom box. We did not get it. Yeah, I mean, this is, the boxes is one of the most inconsistent secondaries, at least for me. I can never find these stupid things. So I thought you would just have to complete one of the secondaries. But having to do both within 3 minutes is actually a little bit of a challenge. I won't lie. So we'll have to look for that on other trials, but this was the one I would have assumed would be the easiest to do it on, so it's possible I'll have to replay it to get better RNG. Okay, I'm just using this. We got daily done for it, but there's also obviously the task related to the weekly for it as well, and it is not showing me any boxes. You have one of the radios here, though. So we'll go do that. Yeah, in solo, I mean, is especially, this is hard. But like, if you had 4 people and you didn't get, like, if you got anything except for boxes would be awful. Oh, okay. I'm not dealing with that. I'm going back this way. But yeah, if you got anything but boxes and I had 4 people who immediately all went for the secondary, that's probably your best bet if you want to complete this. But in solo, it's actually no pushover as far as a task, I would say. Not that it's like difficult, it's pretty RNG dependent, I guess. But I mean, still. Also skill based if you know where objectives, secondaries spawn at and stuff. We've got this annoyingly placed radio here. was lucky. I assume the last one's gonna be somewhere in the laundry. Curious if I missed a box like early somewhere. So I'm gonna go back and look with X-ray. Although I used it over here already, didn't I? So that was maybe a bit of a waste. Like, it feels like in many trials there's a box, at least one that spawns pretty close. That might not hold up in solo since there's probably fewer total in the trial. I would say like 3 boxes would be the max I would even guess could spawn in a solo trial with this secondary. But in this one, and at this point, it seems I've got 0. Oh, please. I don't even know where to look. I'm not gonna lie to you. For this box. I thought that was it. That's a freaking mop bucket, bro. Nice scam. Problem is you so often like can just overlook them too so easily. But it could also actually be... What the hell is your pathing, Gooseberry? You're such an idiot. Of course, don't forget to smash like, folks, down below. You don't want to forget that. Thing is, like, it could still be out here. There could be a box out here. Of course, we have the pitcher again. Just like, what is this RNG? And this screamer position is so cringe too. I'm throwing this. There's a box. Okay. X-ray doing some good work for us here. On top of getting the task progressed. Yeah, incredibly annoying, this secondary, and it only gets worse the more players you add. Which is generally the opposite of other secondaries. Although you could argue with 2 people, something like televisions is a bit more annoying than with just one, since it goes from 3 to 5, and finding throwables can be a bit of a headache. Yeah, I'm going to bring this back to the spawn one, so I don't have to worry about lugging it through all the enemies on the way to the exit. And that is that. Done. And now, only now do we get the music that it's the end of the trial, because the button was not available until now. So that's kind of a cool thing to notice, which I honestly didn't even realize. Oh wait, well that makes sense, because prior to now, we'd been completing the secondary with barely any of the main trial parts done. Okay, so this is a dubious choice by me, no doubt. Hey, we got a task done for that. That's nice. Okay, we actually should be fine here. Plenty of throwables to keep us safe. And yeah, we didn't manage to get that task done, so we're gonna have to do that at a, you know, hopefully get lucky on a different trial. But 8 + 8 minutes 27 seconds. Frost the Orphans dual objective psychosurgery here. And we got the flawless, so I will take that. 4 more MKs to go. I will see you guys for the next one. Alright, we're here. Destroy the evidence. I'm going stun, noise reduction, smash boosted, kind of like the meta setup. Just because I'm lazy and didn't feel like getting out of the evaluation corridor to go buy the jammer. I'm not gonna lie, that's the main reason. What do we have? Broadcast and organ samples. Okay, that's doable in a quick amount of time if we get lucky enough to even find the damn broadcast, which is unlikely. That's also part of the reason why I switched to noise reduction and you know, doing meta garbage, is to maybe try and run and find or do the secondary in time, but I don't have great confidence in my ability to find the broadcast. I'm not gonna lie. Mostly because the broadcast is super annoying and hard to find. We can look for it on the evidence side here, and if it's there, then maybe we'll have a chance. Although organ samples, I mean, taking time to collect doesn't help matters either. This map, I don't really have a good, like, memory bank of spawns of the broadcast. Okay, well, rip my flawless by this fucking pouncer. Pouncers are the stupidest enemy in the game, after all. Dude, what is this screamer? Oh my! Now we're just gonna restart. Give another roll on the secondaries and whatnot. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. And you might think, hey, you had time to go get the jammer. No, I did not bother. Broadcast gifts. Okay. Could the broadcast be right here? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it doesn't hurt because I can get gifts. Gifts probably better than organ samples. Especially considering we already have 2. Like, could it be? Am I wasting my time checking these rooms? Probably. Probably hamstringing myself. Like, I know I've had it spawn in this, like, first little room that we go through on our way to the courtroom. Like this one right here. Sorry, not this room that I'm in, but the next one. Like right on this table. That's like the one spawn I know for a fact. And it's not there, so... We already have all the gifts, of course, because those are easy. But, I mean, I could run around looking for this thing, but I just have no idea where to even look. And I'm not able to hear it very easily myself. My sound is normally, I guess, too low. I can hear the radio fine, but the broadcast is quieter. So... check these rooms really quick for it, but I doubt it'll be in here. Could be in this room, I guess. But no. Smash this co-op door open to give us easy access. Of course, the pitcher wants to join the party. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have no success on this trial for the secondary in under 3 minutes. Almost got sent straight onto the glass. That would have been frustrating. But nicely enough, we have 2 of the acid buckets already here. And actually, if I'm quick, we can get out to the library through this way. If that opposite side is open, then this gate will also be open that leads into the library. So that's nice. It's a nice little thing. We were just in time before they switched as well. Could maybe be in the press room, I guess. Yeah, why would you not be turning around immediately and coming back through the door you just came through? That makes so much sense. Oh, okay. That actually didn't force me as far into the room as I expected. Got this acid. Sneaky beaky past the screamer. And I'm just gonna go out this way because the library sucks. I don't want to deal with it. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's check in here. Anything? Nope. Not in here. Ah, there it is. Damn, so that was kind of doable. Unfortunately, we were too slow. But I will take that being done for the trial itself. And maybe we can have better luck on one of the next few. But see, yeah, I mean, I think this is a cool task. I like this task being not super easy. Especially because you don't have to do all the tasks to get the poster, so I think that it could be nice to have like one that's more difficult. That maybe even gives you more of a reward. Okay. I don't want to have to wait for that. Oh, that really sucks, actually. Oh, man. That means that the one that's open is all the way on the other side at the library now. My itches, bro. So the question is, do we wait 2 minutes or do we go all the way around? I mean, I don't even know if I'll be able to get all the way around in 2 minutes. This is the problem. And now I regret not going and getting the gem, not being lazy. I don't know what. Maybe we can get... Is this open? Yeah. I don't know where... If the courtyard is open. Okay, yeah, so this is quicker, definitely. You go in through... Oh, if this wasn't open, then it wouldn't be. I wasn't even aware if that would be or not, but... This will put us in, and then all 3 acid buckets have crossed the threshold past all the gates to be dumpable. I guess we can use this. It's just so annoying. Okay, yeah, screw you. Speaking of so annoying. I'm glad you at least don't have to sit and wait for them to get out before you can just run past them. And that's one. Gates are switching, so that means the left side one will be open at the end here probably, as long as Coil actually figures out how to walk again.
I used to stand in a storm, watch the lightning strike the plains, and I would think, well, there you go. That's justice. Sometimes...
How is he still hearing me walk that entire time? Wild. Whatever though. We've got 2 out of 3 done.
Fucking psycho hillbilly.
Well, still just not really walking very much in general. We'll just try and pour. Maybe we can get it off. Here we do. Here we go. Evidence has been destroyed. Wow. Oil. Did not expect him to be crawling back through the spot there, but we are still good. And let's head to the button. Nice and easy. Destroy the evidence. Don't forget to smash the like button. And yeah, we've got 3 trials left. I know one of them's stash, and one of them's actually spread the disease. So that'll be a hoot. But yeah, hopefully we can get that other task. But this will be our poster, I think, right here. Should be. Oh wait, have I done enough X-ray? Actually, I don't. No, I still haven't done enough X-ray. A plus 9 minutes 5 seconds. Destroy the evidence. Dual objective psychosurgery. But we have completed 6 trials, so we got that done. I think I need to use a little bit more of X-ray, and then, of course, do that other one. Complete both within 3 minutes of the trial starting. But we'll be back for the next MK. All right, we're back for trial number 7. It's a different day now. It's Monday. Not sure exactly how I ended off the last clip, but whatever. We are going to be jumping into Incinerate the Toys here, and we'll see how that goes. Dual objectives, of course, all that. I'm rocking X-ray, Lockbreaker, Smash, Boosted. What are our dual objectives? Nice that we got a stamina booster. Rats and posters are what we're up against here. And we still need that one task. Yeah, complete the secondary. I highly doubt we're gonna... Well, I guess it depends if we can get this thing into the... or get the key. I should have just gone for the key if I was actually gonna go for it here. But, there's a rat. Let's see. I don't know why I did this. This was so stupid of me. But yeah, I highly doubt we're gonna find rats and posters in this time frame, but... We did get, at least we got the poster unlock for the weekly with that completion of using X-ray. And I guess it must be in there? I don't know. I thought I would have seen it. But, I mean, it didn't show up on my X-ray when I was looking in the dock supplies, so I'm kind of confused now. Is it in here somewhere? Guess I should just go look at the sign, considering it says it on there. I'm just wasting my time otherwise. It is in the break room. How did I not see it? I must be blind. I was hiding behind that little part of the sink is my problem. If I can cope about it. Okay. I have been taunting this giant for a long time now. I suppose I can try and give him a break. Let me push this. And I'll open the gate up. Ooh, he was on my cheeks there. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have done this if I had been a bit better about finding the key at a reasonable time. But 5 rats is generally a bit difficult. Nice to get a brick. I mean, I'm not exactly certain that we are off. Like, has it been 3 minutes yet? I'm not 100% sure of that. But there's the poster. There's our key. So yeah, it's going to be the rats that we struggled to finish with. Weaving in between the enemies as best we can here. There's a rat. Let's see, maybe in the electric room? Was that within 3 minutes? I guess not. So that's kind of sad. It was probably close. Actually, I guess I could check the timing right now. It's been 3 minutes 29 seconds since I started the recording, so we must have just barely passed 3 minutes in the trial because I was in the shuttle for a second or two. And I had, you know, finished the objective a little while prior to checking there. So that's a bit upsetting, but it's my own fault for griefing at the start. I definitely had plenty of time. I don't know why I even went and checked the key. I already have it. If you can't tell, this is my first trial of the day. So I'm a bit scatterbrained. Playing a bit poorly. Sure, I'll take an extra rat. Give me that little squeak. Yeah, really looking forward to the Deep Burn event. Starts tomorrow. Should be fun. And there's going to be, I'll of course have a patch review for that right around 10 a.m. when it first comes out, and I'm going to be streaming at 10 after I make the patch review, and be doing my, my playing of the well, I don't know if I'll play the event or not on the stream. We'll see what exactly I want to get up to on there, but still looking at the new stuff and doing all the normal patch day activities. So looking forward to it, most definitely. A lot of people had speculated that we were going to get this event at this timing because of the way that the calendar was working out, and that did turn out to be the case. How far can I get with this? Seems I can get quite far. I think the... oh no, he's there. Okay. This part's always annoying with this grunt because he's always on your cheeks and trying to prevent you from finishing the push. And apparently he's just fast as balls right now. And we unluckily had Gooseberry spawning out here. We had a bit of a high-octane trial. I mean, this is kind of how I always play this trial, is just sort of sprinting around like a maniac and hoping I can handle whatever negativity comes as a result of doing that. Not sure if the goose is loose still in this area or she went back. But doing the slow push guarantees that guy won't hear us, and then we can speed it up when we're a little bit further away. And now we just have to get out of here. So if I hide right here... oh, that's the pusher. It's not ideal. Okay, I think we can run for the button here and maybe be okay. Don't forget to smash like. I know we've probably said that a bunch of times now in this video, but... okay, game. Okay, well, if I don't get an A+ now, it is complete BS because my brick literally paused and now I can't move. I can't move. And I get hit from that. That's just lovely. That's just lovely. Love when I get stuck in place and can't move after being grabbed. Happens with evasive sometimes too. My brick literally stalls on his head and doesn't hit him. A+ 6 minutes, 25 seconds, Incinerate the Toys, dual objective psychosurgery. Boy, that is an annoying sanity loss and also damage that I think was cut off on the report, but whatever. We got it done. I'll see you guys for trial number 8. Alright, we're here for Stash, the Contraband. Trial number 8. I'm rocking X-Ray Lockbreaker Smash boosted once again. And we're going to go for it here. Let's see. Evidence boxes and posters. Okay, let's get this X-Ray thrown on and see if we can find that evidence box. Otherwise, it's completely screwed. And there's no way we're getting this done. There's often an evidence box fairly close to the start of the trial. But I didn't see one, and so I would assume this is fried. Evidence box is definitely my least favorite secondary objective in 4-man groups. In solo, it's not too bad. In duo as well. 3-man, I don't really play, so I don't really know, but I assume it, it only gets worse as you go up, because having an extra person doesn't necessarily mean you are well equipped to carry it's just finding the boxes that's the biggest pain, to be frank with you. It's just ridiculous how hard they are to find sometimes. They're just so... they're like all against walls, it seems like, the spawns, but the spawns are just so random. Oh. Oh, I got it done. Wait, what? Didn't I instantly... I don't know. I mean, it was like yesterday or even... actually, it might have been the day before even, but I swear I did one part of the secondary objective in under 3 minutes and it didn't count, so I'm not sure why. I don't know. That's very strange, but I guess I'll have to watch my footage back to fully understand the extent of my delusion, let's say, because I'm not sure if I'm crazy or it didn't work that one time that I did do it quickly. I don't know. That is very confusing to me. Okay, this is a bit awkward. I didn't get to check. Oh, he came this way. Okay, I thought he would go through the door. I didn't get to check this spot, is what I was going to say, and of course there is a barrel here. Sorry, I got to mute this really quick. Alright.
Get back here.
Give this guy a moment to figure his business out before we stuff this. Don't want him to hear us. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to use this X-ray till we're going back and getting our next. Wait, he stopped right there, and now he's actually swinging on me. This is crazy.
Cut my breath.
I don't know why. Maybe he got stuck on the mannequin. I do not know why he stopped right there.
All of you, all against
That really threw me off. Let's just.
I'd never find you.
Hopefully that will get him away far enough. Like, this is a very quiet sound, so they have to be very close to hear it. And of course, he walks back and hears. Can we get through? Can we get through? Yes. Usually I get denied completely and don't get through those doors on the last moment. Alright, we can find the last barrel for the upstairs, which will be over here. Nice that we got to go through the mannequin doors. You usually don't, or I usually don't, because they're annoyingly long to wait for.
You don't sound like you're
That goes here.
you wanna hurt my feelings.
Just, oh wow. Lucky to have a job is right. Alright. Let's get through here. And like I said, I'm gonna pop this in the shipping yard here maybe. And look around for that box. That's some evidence right there. Yeah, like, where is a box, bro? These things are just so hard to find. Like, people thought schematics, like, prior to the season 4 or whatever, schematics were the maligned secondary objective, the one that people hated generally because it was, they were the hardest, I would say. They were definitely quite annoying to find, but nowadays schematics are like a blessing in the world of dual secondary, when you, because that means you didn't, or like as long as you don't get them obviously as your other secondary, but whatever. That's just one thing you can get that's not evidence boxes. All you want is anything but evidence boxes. Nice to see that we do have two of our barrels in the base, or in the bottom of the casino here. I'm gonna use this again and look again for a box. We just need the one. There is one right there. Okay. Finally. But yeah, so like, I'm not sure, like, it seems maybe there's like one extra box that spawns in the trial. So like, if, from what I've noticed, like if we have 4 people in the trial, there's like maybe 5 boxes will spawn. Maybe it's only 4 sometimes. I don't even know. But yeah, I was kind of hoping I would get this secondary just so I could talk about that a little bit. It is absolutely the worst one in large groups. But in solo, obviously, we found our 1 box. And, I mean, this is like a sabotage the lockdown level of task to bring this all the way back to the shuttle, especially when we found it so far away. So, like, this can easily take longer than like a single MK challenge on its own to bring these back to the shuttle. And especially if you have 4, that's like you doing 2 MKs at once. So it's a bit of an increase in terms of difficulty over something like schematics, which could be annoying to find, but you could still, you know, get them relatively quickly, and there's not, you know, it's more about just finding them, whereas these you have to bring somewhere. I am curious what we get for, like, usually, you know, as you probably know, someone who's played the game, events come with secondary objectives attached to them. That's where we get new secondary objectives generally. So I'm curious if Deep Burn will have something new. When we were watching the little teaser trailers they released on stream, there were these little barrels, these flaming barrels that seemed like they might have some significance in some way. They were just kind of sitting there flaming. I don't know. Because like it's Deep Burn, so it's all fire related, but we saw those barrels that were just sitting there on fire. It didn't really look like they would have any contribution to the trial. And see, we have another box right here, even further away than our other one was. And of course, it makes me step on glass, and I get this super awkward and annoying situation with Mama on the staircase, and everything's just ruined. My whole life is just gone to shit in a matter of seconds. Okay, so there's a third box, so that renders my speculation incorrect, but even still, I mean, I don't know. It's just a nightmare a lot of the time, finding all these. Alright. Hopefully she doesn't... I'm gonna wait until she actually leaves. I don't want her to turn back around and spot me. And she would have done just that, of course. Go through the door, please. Thank you. Chemco generally the most annoying in this of these areas to put the drugs in, I would say. Used to think that about Casino, but then I kind of forced myself to do a bunch of Casino and change that perspective. So we see where the other two barrels are, and then this one has that barrel is in the vault, so we know where that is as well. Some good information from X-Ray. We want to get into the center. Well, I'll do this one first. Maybe we can even do this fast enough that we can get into the center room still. Certainly could end up dying here. But I'm kind of just going for it. Alright, we got them both. It looks like we might just be able to get out of here scot-free. Oh, with Franco running his little cheeks away. Slide under to get to the other side before it closes. And we can patch ourselves up at least a bit before heading back to the casino. And again, we know where all the barrels are in there, so we should be able to get this done fairly quick. And I land on broken glass, of course, by jumping off the train, so that's just lovely. I think there's a locked medical cabinet right there. I can just destroy that and then use the goodies in there to get myself to full health so I don't die in one hit to some giant or something. And now we can hopefully have the gate open over here, and we do. Some good fortune. That's Jaeger. I heard her make one of her little squeak noises that she makes, little 8 or whatever, you know, metallic, robotic clank, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. I just could hear her in that inside of the EIG before she came out, so that's going to be quite annoying. Although I guess we can abuse her existence to potentially open some of these doors for us in a way. The mannequin doors, but it's a little bit difficult to make any good use of that. Here we have that one done. I'm going to use this to give us info. Always cool to see Henrietta in the X-ray as well, of course. Use this to get any info on enemies who I don't see at all. So hopefully just be good to get in here and do this. And then we just have the tutorial barrel at the train depot left to get done with and be out of here. Oh, this is open. Nice, nice. I'll rush through there. Henrietta's there. We go here. And we can take the quicker path across the bridge just to be a little bit more speed conscious on getting this done. I do hope we still get our A+ here. That snafu in Chemco was quite annoying and definitely disrupted our uh-oh. Oh, he's up there. Disrupted our run, but we shall stuff the final packet and head back to the shuttle. Okay, we did not beat Franco to the shuttle. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped. Wait, did he not hear me? Okay, we gotta give him a second to... Well, maybe he'll go in there. That would be very, 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 very nice. That pretty much secures things for us. Should make sure we do it in a reasonable time frame. Don't forget to smash like. Reasonable time frame to not get caught out by Henrietta. And then we can just use this big, beautiful box to hide from Franco. Henrietta's still far away, it seems. And the pings plus the box is more than enough to get us safe through the trial. So that is it. That is A plus 12 minutes, 10 seconds, stash contraband, dual objective psychosurgery. Here we got our final task completed unexpectedly, which is nice. But I'll see you guys for the final trial. Alright, we're pulling up on our final trial, which is going to be Spread the Disease. Should be a good time. This one probably, it competes with Get Out the Vote for hardest MK, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going with Blind, Lockbreaker, Smash Boosted. Switched it up to Blind here, since we got the X-ray thing done and all that. And let's see what we got for our secondary. We have Evidence and Gifts. So, yeah, another trial where the evidence box is going to be rather annoying since you have to bring it so far. It's essentially, you need an additional STD bottle, kind of, although it's easier to acquire. You do have to lug it all the way back here. There's certain trials where evidence boxes aren't as bad. Like, there's like on Foster the Orphans or stuff like that. You can find them outside after completing the main trial and bring it to the end shuttle instead, and that can save you quite a bit of time. But yeah, generally it can be most trials, because for quite a lot of them you end up going back to the shuttle you start at. Most of them, that's a bit of a trek back. I don't even know if I'd have to like look up or look at all the trials, and I didn't even look at the sign, dumbass. Subway Speakeasy Central. Yeah, what was I saying? I'd have to like look at the list of trials and then like count how many do you go to the same shuttle, how many do you go to a different shuttle. But anyway, we are looking for... These are like the worst ones as far as being far away. So we've got maximum travel time required on this seed. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Central... Yeah, definitely these are the three furthest away ones. Although maybe not necessarily the most difficult in terms of their completion. Yeah, honestly, are they the easiest to complete at the same time? Let me think. Bank Vault definitely harder. Snack Bar probably harder. Fire Station is probably one of the hardest. And then am I missing any in my mind there? Probably am. I don't play this trial that often, but still, it's interesting how that sort of seems to be worked out, where it's farther away being a bit easier. And of course, the enemies in these areas are heightened awareness. Okay, it's there. I'm not too worried about, like, I don't feel like I need to put my blind down necessarily. I feel like he must have gone through the crawl space, but he's just looking around here still. Why does he see me? That made no sense. I think those are still settling from him walking through them. I don't think I hit those cans. And who do we have? See, this is where things get really annoying, is like when the picture comes out during your capture and stuff like that. That's where things can get a little messy. Now, I'm probably in bad shape here. In all honesty, I probably shouldn't have even flipped that lever. I'm gonna get hit here. Okay, I have no idea how that worked out for me, but we completed it, and the picture's still locked in there. So the guy, the enemy, will leave, and we'll be able to go back in there later and grab the bottle for free. So that was. I kind of baited the pictures. Like I thought maybe with the timing of me jumping over that I wouldn't get hit by the picture actually, but I didn't want to put that much faith in it. But it did work out, and then the blind coming in handy. I was able to hide behind that little barrel and get it placed, so that was nice. And then we got a weekly task completion there. New set of weeklies, I haven't actually looked at those. But yeah, we've got Speakeasy here, which is usually fairly easy. You've got that that crawl space to that garage, which is helpful. Okay, got our first lever here. And we got the two right next to each other. Not sure where that guy heard us from. Oh, he's there. Okay, I'll close this. But yeah, usually not too bad. Again, it's especially in these bigger ones, it's mainly the reinforcement X-pop or of like a pusher, pitcher, or Jaeger coming out, which can really throw things for a loop, which is what is happening now. And that's the pusher this time, at least. I think if we get under this desk, we should be good to go. Very good to know that, unlike on Pleasure the Prosecutor, on these trials, the X-Pop who is patrolling the capture point that has that heightened awareness does leave when you reach 100%. So if you get both levers at 60%, you can generally jump in a hiding spot and wait out the 100%, and then the X-Pop will leave, and you'll have a pretty easy time getting out with your bottle. Pusher should probably also be leaving soon-ish. Pusher is by far the shortest duration reinforcement. Okay, there we have that guy leaving. And I think I heard the pusher leave as well. I heard the door close. So yep, we're good. We can bring our bottle out. Actually, I'll bring it over here. Might as well, given the glass in our way. We haven't encountered... Okay, that was the giant. Oh. Okay. I was gonna say, there's normally a giant patrolling around these areas, so we've been fortunate to not encounter him yet. I think I will just head straight to the old subway. Maybe leave my bottle here, and then bring those through the electric room and to the motel staircase to get back up and to the town hall place, whatever. Oh, there's a screamer in here? Gross. Can we set him off and make him leave? Or will he find somewhere else to go? Maybe he'll go out if I leave the door open for him? He is going to go out. Okay, nice. That would have been annoying to have to deal with. But we're good. We can flip the lever, get started. I haven't seen a box yet, but I'd assume a good place to look for them would be in or around the garage area. And this one always has a giant inside. And it's usually fairly easy because you can hide in like these corners in the train cars and not have too much issue. But if you're out there and in the light, a lot of people like to hide over there by the crawl space, but I find that the giant loves going over there like he's doing now. And that's not ideal for hiding, although our lever is over there, so it's going to be the pusher or the pitcher. We couldn't hear the Jaeger like we normally would. Okay, it's the pusher. Flip that lever. And the other one. It looks like we got some pretty far apart levers. Pusher doesn't really have a lot of places to go, so he's kind of just thinking about life at the moment. And there he goes. Have a good one. Alright, there we go. Started on the next segment. And we can hop in this corner, which is generally safe. I prefer the other corner, because it feels safer for some reason. I guess because there's no door like that. But the pusher has left, and now we just need to wait for the next set of levers to go down. While the giant stomps around outside. And here we go. We got lucky. I think it's this one again in the corner here. The thing with the giants is they do randomly search hiding spots, so the tip I mentioned before about hiding once you get the 100%, or you know, once you get to this point, can be a little risky in this area because they can search randomly and find you, as far as I understand it. Can't get a ping on him, but this little spot in this booth seems like a decent place to stand. Kind of just improvising things, but we should be perfectly fine, and then he's going to leave, and we'll be done with all our capture points. Now the screamer smashed that TV, which is why it's blurry like that. We'll have to move quickly if he decides to come in this direction, but I don't believe I've seen the giant in this little booth area very often, if at all. Give him a moment to realize that it's time to leave, and then do so, and we're good. So yeah, I mean, with bad variators, this trial can be very difficult, but when you've got a normal setup, as long as you're stealthy about the capture protocols, you're not going to have too much trouble, in my opinion. But yeah, we are now just we're now just required to bring all of the bottles back to the SAA meeting and dump those into the, of course, I don't even know what you would call the thing that the guy is being held in, to be honest. But pour them into the objective point and smash the button in there. But we, of course, do need to first find and give away the box. Now this, I'm going to say, I feel like that back alley is like kind of just bait. I feel like going back there is just dangerous and not worth doing, because Franco will often patrol back there and you don't really have any hiding places from him, when you can just go up the stairs to the second floor of the motel and you easily have like that door which leads to the same place, this window, and maybe even all the way around if you so desire. But yeah, as you can see, Franco was just coming from there. I feel like don't use that back alleyway generally would be a good go-to. In my opinion, just a little tip I thought I'd share, because I only kind of noticed that recently. I would always use it fairly often because it's a kind of a cool little additional area that's not normally on this trial, or on this map. At least on Pleasure it's not there, of course. But it certainly does not seem to be worth it, at least in my opinion, given the potential risk it poses. He might actually be coming around to this staircase here. So I'm going to go back into the darkness. He has to be coming up here, right? Or no? I don't know. Suppose he could have turned around. A little... Oh. Okay, that's the pusher. Oh, you know, he probably went through the back alley. Yeah, see? So he just proved it again, that he goes through the back alley. Yeah, okay, maybe we go down through the bank vault. And in doing so, we can look for boxes. Or the box that we need as well. Yeah, you kind of just have to be the floor, sort of be a certified floor inspector. And actually, we won't go through the bank vault. We'll just go to the Irish pub entrance, which is much more safely accessible and closer to where we need to be. But yeah, become a certified floor inspector when you're looking for these boxes, and that'll help you out. But generally, it's just going to be a pain in the ass a lot of the time. Now we can jump down here and quickly... Ooh.
I'm a fucking god.
Okay, well, if he's going to go that way, then I'll go this way. We can quickly wrap around to Central, you could say, and grab our box from, or our bottle from in there. Get that lever door opened up, pull it, and see if I can quickly grab and not have to do another pull. Very good. And then we just want to head back. I guess I'll head this way because we know the giant is behind me currently. So this will probably be easier to just get us directly... Oh, what? He's way over here. Thankfully, we've done all the captures, so Jaeger being out isn't a big deal. And in fact, we could lose her by going in and out of a capture if we wanted, but I'm not going to do that. It's too much hassle. But yeah, gonna again. Okay, he saw me. Also, I'm not trying to say that Franco can never be in here. Like, he can be in here, but you have much more recourse if he's nearby. You can hide. You can take a different path. Things like that. Whereas if he's in that long alley and you end up being stuck there with him, you're kind of in trouble. There we go. One more bottle to go, and it's down where we left it. But then we do still, of course, need our box. Franco has given up the hunt. Let's see where he goes. Kind of forgot about Henrietta. It seems Franco's going that way. So we can go this way to get back in the sewers and also find or look through an area a little bit that we haven't been to. Try and find the damn box. I don't know if it can even be like in the water in the sewers like this, but keeping my eye out. But either way, we'll just continue with the objective that we know is available. And quickly examine potential box locations in the electric room. Alright, here's our bottle at least. And let's start trekking this thing back. Gonna check in here for potential other, for the box. But again, I'm gonna mostly want to go look beyond the Irish pub probably, and maybe around the garage area. Maybe in the snack bar. But yeah, at this moment I'm kind of just waiting for Henrietta, because I know she's on my tail, and I don't want to get caught out by her. So, there we go. Now we can head back up the same old staircase to get ourselves back. And she should be leaving fairly soon. If you don't know, Henrietta is out for 3 minutes. I wasn't totally sure where Franco was, but I heard him breathing, so I figured that would be a worthwhile bottle to not get randomly caught out by him. And since we know where he is, we can take the back alley. I mean, it's going to be faster and smoother generally, but it's absolutely going to take longer. Or not take longer. Faster and smoother, but more dangerous is what I was looking to say. So we've got all the STD bottles dropped off. Sounded like Franco was in the sewer there? I don't know, the sound is being a little messed up, I'm not sure. But yeah, let's go check these areas, check the snack bar. Because now all we need to do is find this one stupid box. And this is why this secondary is so annoying. Is that they're so damn hard to find, they're so scarce. See, like it could be like there, like it could be in these little pockets of area that you might not look. Like it's I would say it's much harder to accidentally stumble upon this secondary than any other. Like schematics or rats or gifts or posters that are at like eye level, or even with the other things, maybe they would be nearby items that you're looking for anyway, like having gifts and stuff like that on shelves that you are already looking at to consider picking up items, whatnot like that. You get it. Whereas you're not really looking at the floor too much. Thankfully we found one, and it's not too far away. So we can just take this in something of the same route as we've taken the bottles, and we should be good to go here. Got an X-Pop coming out. Pusher. think Franco's somewhere here. He's over there again? Yeah.
Watch your ass.
I appreciate Franco continuously proving my point of not using that back alley being a smart thing. And the cool thing about the evidence box is that you can at least see on these. So you see how it's closed? Maybe we can even get a view of it. And there you go, the extra cage slides open. That's the one cool thing about the evidence box is you can see that taking place. Smash like, of course, don't forget it, as we are on to the finale of Spread the Disease here. And I know something a lot of people do is set up a blind here for when the giant opens the door. But I find it's very easy to, like, this giant has a similar behavior to the grunt on Feed the Children, that he wants to walk into the room and that's all he wants to do. So you can just open the door in his face, just spam click, and just run right past them and they walk into the room still. So it's kind of free if you just do that, and you don't have to use your rig, and I can just use it now in case the giant figures out where I am finally, or Franco, for God forbid, shows up. But yeah, as you can see, Giant's still not even out here. Doesn't even have a clue. So I would recommend doing that rather than wasting things. Just open the door, run through. And the Giant will say thank you very much for opening the door and walk in and look for you in there, even though you're certainly not there. A plus 20 minutes, 55 seconds, Spread the Disease, dual objective psychosurgery here. And yeah, I mean, it's just a long MK. That's just how it is on that one a lot of the time, especially in solo when you have to bring all the bottles back yourself. And we had to find and bring back a box. But I do believe we had the flawless there. Oh, I triggered a sound trap at some point, I guess. Whatever. That's super lame. No damage at least, and I'll definitely take it. And that's going to be it for the dual objectives weekly routine, whatever. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people that don't play Escalation will probably enjoy it because they get to do objectives that they normally wouldn't see, aside from, you know, different from the posters. Although I did have posters a shocking number of times. Did I not get... I can't remember. I think I did get schematics. Trying to remember if there's any secondary that I didn't see. We only got boxes at the very end. We had rats. I think we had organ samples. Actually, I don't think we had Break the TVs, or maybe we had it once. Radio and broadcast. I don't remember at this point. I mean, it was. I didn't do all of them today, but yeah, that is it. We got our poster from the tasks and everything, and yeah, pretty good overall. Now we do have the Deep Burn event coming on Tuesday, so I'll be covering that as well, of course, probably in a big video like this for part 1 and then another one for part 2. That should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what all the event actually impacts and things like that. And also, if it does, what new secondary objective it might be bringing in, as well as what's in the catalog. Always good to see new cosmetics come into the game, and I'm looking forward to checking those out. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did get all the way here to the end, I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys for Deep Burn. And if this is up, or if you're watching this before Tuesday the 9th, then you know to be sure to check out the stream for the update at 10 a.m. and also get ready for the patch review when it does go live. See you guys then. Peace out.